Harvu. That lead that they had a build up. Looking a lot more fragile right now. Just 2. Ooh, that's just annoying. And he even gets away with it as well. Literally got away with murder. Now, Harvu, even though they're trying to fight it back, they'll have to go with 2-player down. And BLUEJAYS is also too good for Zen. Keeps him guessing the entire time. Make sure to check out Bitskins as well. A great marketplace where you can sell and or buy your skins. Just do that in the middle of the round, but it's over for Harvu. 2v5. Anikla. Iced out. Ironed up. Nothing can get it in between here anymore. Great shot there, but just those initial altercations, great. Second taps as well after in the sound queue. But I don't think Harvu can buy up another time here. No, indeed they can't. So they'll be stuck with just pistols. And it's just a waiting round. I mean, Harvu, they're trying to force Eekla to come to them, but Eekla are politely declining their invite. Rightly so, because there's no need for Eekla to push here. They know that there's barely anything on the side of Harvu. So why would they try and force the push? Get a few frags. It's not about rating here. You just wait for them to step into you and you'll be able to gun them down from a distance, just as portrayed here. Ariel gets just the 1, but Jakey closes it out with the 4K. And Eklaf tied it all back up, but this is their stronger side. So Harvu already getting 6 on their T side. It's acceptable at least. Harvu again from the very start. They're playing with Doto below half HP, pulling 1/3. And Eekla entirely healthy, fit for battle. That's been such a reoccurring theme here, and Harvu, it's very similar of what they were facing over in Mirage, that they just did not know where to go to. They just couldn't make up their mind. And as soon as they did, it was Eekla shutting them down. The Eekla have such a strenuous hold on every single part of the map that they choose to hold. And right now, they'll be fine with giving up at least the access to Banana. What are you up close? I mean, yeah, with barely any bullets left over, you're not going to be fighting for too much longer. Soltovsky getting in the corner, but it's meanwhile Sensei peeking in. That's where the end of Spargo. Soltovsky also goes unnoticed under the radar as he tries to pop up a few more times. He should be able to get the bomb down on the side of Harvu. It's only 2 against a 3. Zach and Dota also struggling to get into safety. The smoke will be there for a little bit more as he goes up onto the boxes. Has to wait for the orb to pull through, but he can't play this on time. Dota going to get engulfed from 2 separate angles. Wants to deal with the orb first at this point. Oh, that was a free shot. Sensei is still going with the USP, and he still managed to win the round. And yet again, continue their spree. Tying rounds together. Havu are clueless right now. Sensei is also just a great distraction there. Yeah, Havu keep on trading themselves out, and that's just simply not good enough. Especially with the way that they go down by a player at the start of the round. You need a double kill, at least, to tie it back. And Havu, they called a tactical timeout to try and see what's going on and look within themselves for a second here. But it still does look pretty tough. That being said, like, 6 is not the end of the world on Inferno. But at least Havu, they're not going to have too much util to work with. Ariel having a mulli and a smokes, Zen having a smoke and an HE. Overall, it's been uphill battles for Havu. Havu, they'll have control of Banana. That has been their most fruitful venture. Their most profitable one. And oh, that's tough for Doto. Since he has the angles, well, you either need to flash him or smoke him off or have them go aggressive. Jakey up in Banana, just good for the one, but he gets a ton of information to go with it. Sensei quick on the trigger, we'll be able to get rid of that. And Buria also through the smoke, making an end of Spargo's live. Aerial lurking out elsewhere, but equally they don't like to vacate their position, so they'll just stay and pick you up. This is an insane amount of rounds in a row for Ikla. At this point, that's the 6th one. Oh, look at this. Soltovsky, Sensei, and Kvem, all 3 of them aggressing up in the apps, and all of them have not faced that before, so they don't know how to deal with it. And they'll take the L. But a tough half overall for Havu. I mean, Ikla switching it up on the very final round. And just full force driving forward. Bang! Just bring the game to you. It's a tough one for Havu to be dealing with. And a lot of it gets placed on the pistol round right now. I mean, a big part of the rounds that Havu were even able to get were already from that pistol round. So this doesn't necessarily look like a strong position for Ikla to be in. Or for Havu to be in. Sorry, Ikla look incredibly strong. And that paired with technical issues apparently on the side of Havu. That's always a bit of a bummer. And can we very satisfyingly see another 10-16, please? I do like that scoreline. But thus far, too many things going wrong for Havu. It is in the middle of the day, but it really seems like this is either a very late night game or a very early game for them. Like, they're just not really aware of what's going on. Whereas Ikla, This is their weaker half. They don't really like the T side, and Havu, they also prefer the CT side. Any space, any free entries? It's been a very slow start, not a lot of altercations here. Just scoping out the apps, seeing what's available. But Hover are doing the exact same thing that Eekla were doing as well. Hover are inviting Eekla in, and as soon as they're in, that's where Havu will start to give them troubles, as well, troubles are currently over at this side of Zen, and probably more at the side of Havu overall. Spargo still sitting in the pit. That's the fight against Fem. They are in annoying positions. Buria not even able to get the bomb down as well. Doto's still up close and fighting. I don't know where he came from. But that's the round now, heavily in favor of Havu, who should be able to close this out as well. But Sensei's got something to be said about it. 7. Now down. That's the very first for Sensei. Out of the total 3 that he needs, Doto shows himself around the corner. Now he'd be peeked from 2 different angles. Caught no man's land. And Dota will plant his flag. Havu at least managed to win that pistol after Doto running onto site. No regard for his own life. And he'll be rewarded MVP as well for just 34 ADR. But it's not about how much damage you do. It's about what he was able to deny. And he denied a plant, and that made it basically impossible for Sensei. Eekla now also no money, and that's another huge part of being able to shut down that plant. You can have to wait another round in order to try and challenge you. Ariel with the UMP up close. Oh, you're a UMP user now. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. They don't even go through the door. Your mum's a very lovely lady. Eekla. They're just 1 in the lead now, but this is their buy round. And there's still 4 submachine guns over on the side of Havu. So wherever Eekla were going in that particular round, Havu were prepared for it. But now they are far from being prepared for this round. But if Havu win, I mean, their economical situation is going to skyrocket. Big stonks. Well, Jake has already caught them off guard, and that's B site torn wide open for Eekla. They're unsure about that for now. They've got CT smoked off. This is not a worry for them. No sense Soltovsky to get the bomb, and at that point, Eekla will have cleared out the rest of site as well. And Havu will probably... I mean, I can remove that probably. They won't even go for this. Nor should they. I mean, it's a 3v5. You already have barely any money to buy up the next round. And that's a questionable decision to buy up 3 submachine guns. 4, apologies. Or what they should know was just the one round where Ikla was going to save. And it brought Ariel a ton of money. Sure. But the rest is still struggling, and that's where it gets iffy, right? At least try to be provocative in Banana. Ikla. They're still feeling confident. They're confident that Ikla is so scary. And they've been taking down big names, and they're certainly an underdog team. Trying to get up to their old level again and know that they can reach. I mean, EC Kiev, which had 3/5 of this roster. They were at the very top for a while, or at least near enough to it. And not the very top, of course, but... Seven is fighting with that UMP that already netted him 4 kills earlier on. It seems like Ikla are shut out of sight, and this is where it becomes tough because they all of a sudden have to think of something new. Ikla, they have thought of something new, and that's going over towards the A-bomb side instead and getting sprayed down by Ariel through the gap of the smoke. Soltovsky quickly, death from above. And Ikla, especially Soltovsky, moving through. I've actually managed to get a start rather handedly. Doto in a strugglesome battle, but he wins it. Surely if you're Harvey in a 2v2, you go for this, right? Yes, indeed. Doto was just rotating around in order to back up Spargo and be the overseer. Harvard don't really have an easy way back into the sun. All that Ikla has to do is just wait this one out. This is also not easily diffusable by Spargo, but he's going for it anyway. Nobody's challenging him. And the spray through the box will arrive in time. Sensei saves the round for Ikla. This time he doesn't try and no-scope. And it's a relatively simple round. And again, Ikla, they just managed to escape before the bomb explodes. Pistols, they are going to go quickly down the mid, and I appreciate this out of Harvu. You know, it's a round where they don't really have much chance. They try their absolute darndest in order to somewhat make it work, in order to just push down mid and see what they can get. And I was going to say, so this round also doesn't take long, and it all saves us some time. But it does seem like Doto is just standing still, waiting for Ikla to close in on him. Biltovsky is going to swing right into him and put a bullet in the dome. And if you do want to buy and or sell your skins, take a gander over towards BitSkins. If you deposit with Ethereum, that's a 5% bonus as well. And just make sure to check them out if you've got any remaining skins that you want to sell for cash. And your P2P feature is live as well. That's player-to-player trading. Ikla. They're currently not even trading. They're just taking outright double kills. And Sensei, you're showing your booty. Spargo, of course, is going to tear it right off. Way too slow of a peak. Made the decision that they want to penetrate the A-bomb site, and they're managing that perfectly. Zen trying to offer a bit of resistance, but he'll get cleared out, and that brings it from a 4v5 into a 3v2, where Havu are miles away, and it doesn't look like they are going to be trying that out at any moment. Another round in their favor as they inch closer towards that 16th mark. Havu look in trouble. Their money also is not something to be happy with at all. Spargo in 7, they can facilitate a drop, but they barely will have any util themselves. So overall, to be fully kitted out for Havu, they would need to take out a bank loan. And obviously, well, I mean, it's CSGO. It's not real life. You can't take out a bank loan. Fair. Even taking out a bank loan in real life is very tough. This is an interesting boost up. Usually, of course, up onto the plants and you join the flowers. Aerial against Oltovsky. That could have been huge for Havu. And instead, it's just Doto up to the task. And Kvem got a tiny tag. He'll go through, but Sensei and Kvem are both prepared for it. Glocky's out. And Ikla, they might just be on their 14th right here, right now. Barring any huge errors or any massive surprises. Fargo, he's rotating in, and this is seemingly not a surprise to Jakey. Timing is also... Woo. Okay. It looks scary for a second. But that just leaves then. There's 30 seconds. But now they will have spotted the final player, and that should be plenty of time. Because they can just run it with the knife out over towards the A-bomb site, get an easy plant. Yeah. So much time left over. You can even choose where to plant. And it doesn't really matter right now how many kills Zen is getting. I guess for the road to comeback, it does. But equally, they'll be on 14. Comfortable lead. And overall, this is going to be tough for Harvu to fight back. Jakey, unaware of Zen, might have been tucked into the corner. But they do go hunting, and they'll be able to get rid of everyone as well. Harvu, they have got enough money to buy up fully this time around. Perhaps not an all-pin there. Capitalizing upon everything that Harvu were doing and countering it down the other end. They seem well prepared for everything that Harvu is looking to do. Except for that, I guess. I mean, a bit reckless, I reckon, by Sensei. Equally, they keep on fighting it back. As soon as Harvu get an advantage, Equally immediately manage to make it work. Managed to just be a nuisance and continue bringing the game to Harvu. And for Equally, right now, the best they can do in the losing scenario is do as much damage as possible. We get them all down as they go double peeking into 7. A ton of HP. They'll trade it out again. Nikla there now posing up for a B hit, which should at least facilitate them with a bomb plan. And as soon as they can keep their own economy healthy, they can just easily cruise towards at least, I mean, not a victory instantly, because they still need the rounds. Doto's swinging just left them with the 1 kill. That was on the player who was the lowest as well. So Eakler now having a free plant. They'll be engulfed from both angles. You can't really call that engulfs. It's just 2 drops in, and Spargo trying to close down on the site. They've got plenty of time as the bomb has only just gone down. But Eakler, they're just sitting at the back of site, so safely tucked away. Soltovsky will be naded. It's tough, especially with the first frag, but Soltovsky now in a pickle, and it's a 1v1. Flashes himself out, and he does get the kill as well. Soltovsky clutches out the round for Eakler. We're now on 15, and look at the money at Harvu. They don't have anything left. They're going to be struggling against Eakler the entire step of the way here. And Eakler have got a rather great way to close this one out. Incredibly dominant. And just coming up better in clutch moments. Sometimes it's as simple as that, but at the same time, it can be as complicated as that. Ton of damage down the end of Zen as well. 2. Start of this round. Path for Harvu. I mean, Eakler are already going over towards that B bomb side again. And that's been the weak point of Harvu. The head of the spear has been able to trespass easily. Here's the head of the spear, Burya. Closes up his very first. But this is a bit of a... I mean, it's not necessarily an off angle, since it's usually pretty checked. But it's just an annoying angle to deal with. Buria even pre-fires it. Won't come up with anything. Zen's still sitting in the CT, and he'll be able to smoke it off. Ikla, they have to. They have to go all the way back to A now, but there are still 2 defenders there as well. The third one is going to be rotating over. Easily executed by Soltovsky at that angle covered. But equally, they don't have too much time right now in order to actually plant the bomb. They still need to do some clearing as well. Spargo, that's at least one on site that they're aware of, but Ariel still wreaking havoc, and that's the end of Ikla's round. Leaving it to the final possible second, especially when your opponent has got a read like Havu do. Like, they just preserved so much of their util, and that's one part of the extremities that Havu have to kind of take right now. They kind of have to take that risk of allowing Ikla to get up a little map advantage, and Havu have to wait for Ikla to push on through. I mean, just that one round can't give confidence to Havu. They're still so far out, and this looks closed up for Ikla. Soltovsky might have spotted a strand of hair sticking across. And entirely blind, but there's a backup man now there as well. But actually, that backup man just leaves him into a tough position. Soltovsky didn't really hear the drop down, but he'll be able to chase it down again. Oh my god, that was so awkward. He doesn't spot the player sitting in graveyard. Buria does. And that just leaves Spargo to defend Havu's honor. It's a 3v1. It's an open and impossible position. And there should be no way back into it. Smoked off. He's getting killed by Buria. Through the smoke. I mean, there probably was a way through, and it is Havu lose against Ikla. Ikla are just a stronger side. And it was not quite a 16-10, but it's near enough. Havu started it off on the correct foot, but that was their map pick. And as soon as they left it onto Mirage, their level dropped, and Ikla rose to the occasion. And unfortunately for Havu, they're going to be taking an L here today. But, you know, that is only the very first one. You are now out of CCT. Ikla are able to extend their playtime by just a little bit. But unfortunately for them, you know, they still have another round to go through. And one of those opponents is going to be coming from the next up matches. We've got BLUEJAYS versus Into the Breach right after this. So we're going to cut to a short little break and set up that as quickly as possible. See you then.
Hey buddy, let me show you how to fix that. Bitskins.com. Buy and sell skins instantly. Deposit and withdraw funds instantly with crypto or directly to your Visa card. Bitskins.com. The best skin marketplace.
Win up to $1 million with your CSGO esports predictions. Simply guess the kill scores of the 10 players in a CSGO match. The more you guess correctly, the bigger the prize. You'll need at least 2 correct predictions to win a prize. Guess all 10 correct and win $1 million. Experience the exciting new way to add a little prosperity when watching esports tournaments. And register now to receive a free entry ticket upon sign-up. Predict kills, win millions, prosper.
Stuck ranking up? Lost the motivation to grind? Bored of clicking heads on aim maps? Get some colour into your game. Bitskins.com. Buying and selling skins made easy. Tons of payment methods and instant cash outs. Just choose your dream skins, select your preferred payment method, and start grinding again. If you want to play like the pros, you gotta look like the pros.
Win up to $1 million with your CSGO esports predictions. Simply guess the kill scores of the 10 players in a CSGO match. The more you guess correctly, the bigger the prize. You'll need at least 2 correct predictions to win a prize. Guess all 10 correct and win $1 million. Experience the exciting new way to add a little prosperity when watching esports tournaments. And register now to receive a free entry ticket upon sign-up. Predict kills, win millions, prosper.
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
Welcome back, everybody. We just saw an absolutely crazy series between Havu and Ikla, and we're going to be back with even more very, very shortly. Into the Breach, we'll be facing up against BLUEJAYS for the promotional matchup. Last couple of days, I've been doing the elimination games. It's all been a little bit doom and gloom, sending teams home. But now we're going to be sending them right through to the playoffs. And obviously, as a UK man, I'm not allowed to be biased, but I'm a big advocate of Into the Breach. Big fan of the boys. I think that they're a fantastic team, and I'm very, very excited to see how they get on here as we jump straight into the game. No time for any waffle. We're here on Mirage, and we're ready to get rolling. Into the Breach on their CT side. BLUEJAYS on their attack. And as we're about to jump into the pistol round, heavy utility here for the T side. Kicksat investing a fair bit. Aid kit still in spawn, sort of tossing around his money. There we go. PT50 dropped over to Stylies. Now they finally get out. Making their way around. Danny in underpass. Kicks out. Creeping up short. Flash over the top. Oh, okay. Meets Rusty's crosshair. One bullet fired, one kill found. Timing on the lower mid player not too good either as they start to fly out A though. It's all a bit of a distraction play for them to try and get the C4 planted. Big kill from Aid Kit. Rusty and Cypher respond though with frags of their own. Tapping away Cypher. Yeah, we'll be able to close things out. Really solid stuff. Not allowing any opportunities whatsoever for those frags to come through. And here we go. 1-0 into the Breach, getting off to a really good start. Not taking all too many casualties either, so really solid stuff. Blocks out for the BLUEJAYS. Draken with a scout. Blocks in hand. Oh, spamming away. Okay, Draken. Getting it done with the pistol. Doesn't really fancy the close range fight with the scout. A little bit of damage taken, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Of course, it's an eco round, right? So they're really not expecting to be finding all too much. 2 kills for the Glocks isn't too bad. Like, nice little benchmarks to just be hitting and shrugging off. Going into this next round, they will have a bit of cash to work with and an opportunity to go for a buy. I like the discipline from Blue Jays. Go for the full eco in that second round. Remember, this is their map pick. We didn't have time in the pre-game to jump into the vetoes and things like that. We were a little bit delayed from that last game overrunning, so I can talk you through it now. First map picked in by Blue Jays. It's Mirage. Into the breach picking Inferno, which is interesting because it's actually a really strong map for both sides. And then Ancient, that third and final decider. If it does come down to that third map, I really do favor Into the breach. They've had some really solid results on it recently. But we'll see if we even get there, because right now, Into the breach are looking pretty solid on this first map. AidKit jumping in, trying to get something done with a Mac 10. 4 versus 4, though. Cypher backed up low. And this bonus round, so far, causing some complications. 4 on 4, still very doable, but a Scout and an MP9 to try and make this happen on the retake. The M4's low. Adam needs to get the timing impeccable, and oh my goodness. What unbelievably fast reactions there from Stylies. There's not a lot you can do about that. Big shot from Draken. Chance to find another. Doesn't connect. Wants to continue fighting. Realizes there's an AK just down the road, and he'll go and grab that instead. An AK in hand. They'd get low on health as well. So doesn't really want to be throwing himself at this. They haven't got a huge amount of money on the T side, and pulling their first round together and keeping a couple of players going with it is definitely something that they're going to be happy with. So 2-1, we'll see the scoreline go. As we move into round number 4, Into the breach. Should be back on, and no, actually, no, they're not. They're not at all. I was thinking a couple of players were playing bonus in the last, so there will actually be a decent buy here. That's just not the case. I mean, they're going to invest into it. They kind of have to. A couple of players from double eco, in fact. But there really isn't too much to work with here, especially not for Dobbo, Adam, and Rusty. We have seen plenty of times in the past, though. These players very capable with the Deagles. Rusty's always been one of those players that I've said you've got to watch out for him on that pistol. He can be so deadly. Boosting Cypher over with the rifle. Okay. A little bit of a breakdown of communication there on short. It's okay. They fall away unscathed regardless. Adam can't say the same. Headshot taken. Kakanito. Still here in mid. Really hoping to be gifted some kind of jewel. Nothing going to come his way for now. Rusty being boosted into the ladder room. It's actually kind of interesting because they've been watching short. They think no one's crossed, and actually there is a chance that, of course, that Deagle could pounce a little bit later on in the round. Kakanito, slowly but surely, has worked his way into connector. 50 seconds on this clock. Draken starts to close in on his angle. Dobbo here with the Deagle. Shadow giving away the position of Stylies. Oh my goodness, barrel spotted, Kakanito spam down. Rusty's actually the man to be able to find him. And this fight really paying off here for the CT side with 30 seconds left. Tons of time pressure. Danny throws himself at the bomb site with no success. And AidKit, 19 points of health, 3v1, surely not. Surely he doesn't even have a crack at this. The fact he's walking out says that, yeah, he's going to just push in and die here. Wants to keep his money even with the rest of his squad. But that is rough. That is really rough. And I think for AidKit, of anyone, he's the man that wants to be accumulating that money as well. He wants to be pulling out that AWP as soon as possible. So, yeah, they'll drop down to an eco here. Maybe a couple of pistols come out for Blue Jays. We'll see a buy up in the next. It's a tough round to be losing, though, and I can't help but feel that they overcomplicate it a little bit. Giving so much space to Into the breach, allowing Dobbo to push right into ramp. Gets himself on a brilliant angle. Now they can just toy with their opponents. Draken, hyper-aggressive here towards middle. Spots one. Not sure if he saw the second there on the stairs. Regardless, in a good position to deal with it. There's the first. trade available just yet. Deagle desperately looking for something, but Draken surely doesn't stick around. Okay, now he's reaggressing. He's hungry for these kills. A little bit messy. Does find it. Now he has to fall away. 24 points of health. Don't overstay your welcome, Draken. Fall back. You found 2 kills. Play a deeper angle. Play the long range. You've got the M4. Cypher's here to support you as well. He starts to creep up. There we go. Ooh, could have been 2. Now he bites back. But the heroic play is short-lived. Kakanito coming up from underpass. Does actually read that there's one up on short. Smart stuff. So 2 rifles taken out. Considering this is effectively an eco round. Not bad from Blue Jays, but they're not going to be something that they're getting all too excited about. Going into the next round, where the guns come out, is where they're going to be feeling confident. Rifles all round. Kixan actually down to a Mac 10. That's somewhat out of choice. He didn't need to buy into a Mac 10 there, but wanted that extra utility. And yeah, keeping $1,000 extra behind him, could have gone for a Galil or something instead. Maybe he's going to be a little bit quicker, changing the pace here. Wants to be that entry for aid kit. Again, could have gone for an AWP. Opts for that utility instead. We will just see the automatic weapons come out. And here's that change of pace. All 5 players stacked up towards A. No defaults, no control towards middle or the B apartments. Instead, we'll see everybody setting up. As soon as they want to pull the trigger, which is right about now, the nades will start to rain over. Adam trying to play on the other side of this smoke. Can't stick around for too long, though. Be completely isolated. The issue is the anchor. It's Dobbo. He's underneath the balcony, and he needs to stay alive here. Adam throws himself through the smoke on bench to try and support him, but ends up toasty toes in the flames. Styly's mollied out. Only takes 3 points of damage from it, though. As Draken starts to aggress. AWP in hand, makes contact with the first, and it's a big kill onto one of the full HP members. Ronin needs to put 1 bullet into Kakanito, who's low. And the same could be said for Danny. 13 points of health. Cypher on the flank. Danny tucked away. He's in sandwich right now, so Cypher won't see him just yet, but the deep smoke being thrown. Bomb will be in his sight line, so will Danny. Styly's trying to play an off angle. I like the initiative, but it's not going to work out in the 3v1. Draken's going to take you all day long. 5-1. The scoreline goes as Into the Breach continue to roll them together. Blue Jays, yeah, looking a little bit uncomfortable here on their map pick and morale. Round number 7. Pistols to work with here. For the Blue Jays side. Three Tech 9s, a Desert Eagle, a P250. A little bit of util. Aid kit with no armor. Wants to save up for that AWP. He can be really dangerous when he's got it in hand. Apparently, they can be pretty dangerous with the pistols as well, though. Adam caught with a nade in his hands, not ready to take the fight with the Tech 9. Gets spammed away. 4v4 retake. No rifles retrieved as of yet. Tech 9 had to drop off the stairs. Couldn't push all the way through. Good read from Danny. But only damage dealt. Dobbo's there. He's able to find the frags. Kakanito bites one back. Instantly traded by Draken. Leads it all onto Style. He's coming out of Palace. Does do a little bit of damage. All 3 of these players are now potentially within 1 hit from the Deagle. But Draken doesn't care. He's going to pop him right through the smoke. Get rid of any danger, any risk of that round slipping away. And it will be 6-1. As Blue Jays, to be fair, have a pretty decent round there with the Tech 9s. The fact that they've been able to get the bomb planted and find themselves a couple of kills, something that they haven't necessarily been able to do even when they've had the rifles out. So they'll be happy with that outcome. Now they've got some real cash behind them to go for a proper buy. No contingencies, no Mac 10. Aid kit's got an AWP. Full utility on pretty much every man. The problem that I think Aid kit has is that it really does feel like Draken's had a bit of a head start. He's sitting 11-1 right now with this AWP. The man's on fire. And he's been able to get warmed to that sniper. The first 7 rounds of the game. His AWP doesn't connect in the B apartments though, but they do get the information. I thought off of that contact he might rotate elsewhere. Instead, Cypher's actually so aggressive in the apartments that he kind of has to stick around. Can't afford to just leave Cypher high and dry. Back up, gets back onto the angle. Stylies reaggresses. Knows that Cypher's going to be on the close angle. That's a very important kill to find. Good read. Draken. Molly down. Is he really aggressive with this Desert Eagle? That seemed foolish. So desperate for the trade, but yeah, it felt really, really unnecessary. Dobbo. Really smart bit of aggression playing around that smoke. Brings things back into a 4-on-2, but still not favourable. As the C4 is going to work its way around to the B site. They will attempt the retake. At least for now, Dobbo working his way in. Knows that the site's gone. Stylies was hit ages ago. As he's made noise, Stylies will start to aggress. Big read, big headshot. And there it is, 6-2. Yeah, I can't help but feel Into the Breach have made some mistakes there. Maybe getting a little bit too overconfident. Obviously, a very one-sided start. They are going to be feeling it. But, yeah, I mean, Draken just throwing the incendiary and trying to throw himself at that one with the Desert Eagle. That really did feel unnecessary. Round number 9, despite the fact that Into the Breach have got this 4-2 scoreline. They actually don't have a lot of money behind them at all. They're dropping down to a full eco. We'll see 4 P250s out. That's it. Draken not investing into anything so that he can have an AWP in the next. He's on 4,800 now, but they don't really have a loss bonus at all. So really does need to keep every penny of it. P250. Tips away for a tiny bit of damage on Kickstand. We'll give away that on an eco. Though, Zeus! Oh my goodness! How does that not connect? How does that not find the kill onto Kakanito? It felt like it was right on him. Flashing into short. Slowly, methodically, taking these jewels. Clearing these angles. B250 spotted out. Ooh, a little bit messy. Kakanito needs to be careful. Nade won't do too much damage either. It's got to be too deep. Molly comes into Rusty's position. The fact that he's still alive is just crazy. Finally, he'll fall. Felt like he's been under pressure for the entirety of this round. Into the Breach do push into this A site, though. There is a bit of a stack in place. More prioritizing over towards Ramp and Palace, but there we go. First contact made. Second as well. Cypher's there. The third man towards Tetris. Might be able to find one. No, a huge whiff onto Danny. It'll be 6-3. Blue Jays do start to get the ball rolling, but Into the Breach will be on another bite. And it's important to remember these last 2 rounds have come off of the back of Into the Breach mistakes in round number 8. And then in round number 9, just the fact that their economy is completely broken. Remember, folks, flashes up on your screen super, super quick. You almost miss it, but Bitskins are partners for this event. If you do want to head over there, there's a banner down below. Check them out. Smoke's raining in. Draken. We'll rotate round. Interesting setup here from Blue Jays. They want to funnel out of Palace, but we will wait for the pincers coming in from elsewhere before they do so. Keeping things really, really quiet for now. Draken, big opening kill onto Kakanito, though, as they do start to aggress out of Palace. Has the call been made yet? Go on, 3 guys are dropped. You've lost all of the control. Dobbo so far seen nothing. Now the peak comes in. They can confirm that they're all here. This is far from a fake. Rotation's over. Double AWP. 1 already been eliminated, but Adam catching out Kickstand, getting a little bit greedy, jumping across the stairs, desperate for some control. Puts things into a 4-on-2. Stylies needs to pull off some heroics. We've seen it from him in the past. Now we need it again. Crossing it right on the opponent. Didn't pull the trigger. Sticking around, questioning it. It's going to give Rusty a perfect window of opportunity to bite back. Aid kit. 1-on-3. Doesn't want anything more to do with this. He'll fall away with the AWP. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll regress towards Ramp. Okay. This seems... I don't know. 15 seconds on the clock. The round is not in contention at all. He's trying to do some damage here. Considering he knows that their opponents don't have a lot of money, it's fair enough. And they do have enough cash to reinvest that AWP regardless. But He'll get away with his life. We'll go into the next round. Seven to 3 into the breach. Back in the driver's seat here. Round number 11, all the rifles out again. 2 of those M4s upgrading into those AK-47s as well. And Dobbo not opting for that secondary AWP. Draken's been a beast with it. There's no reason to add another. Oh, leg spotted. Adam in a bit of trouble. He swings, does a fair bit of damage, takes a lot in retort. And somehow still alive. As he's tucked himself down, he's on 1 point of health. He slips away. Aid kit. Creeping up towards B. Takes contact with Rusty. Spray away. Oh, Cypher. That's messy. I thought there was a chance Aid kit could take him out there. But no, we come back into the 4-on-4. Numbers even out. Kicksound's got himself a brilliant position in the window. But for now, it's not going to merit them anything. They've given up this control. They're fully aware that they could have lost jungle here, so they'll be playing accordingly. Kakanito with a big headshot onto Dobbo. Nade landed at his feet, but only did 2 points of health. Starts to work his way up. Man advantage for the first time in a while here for Blue Jays. Make that 2 as Kicksound takes another. Adam with a single point of health towards CC. Should be able to deny this plant, though. There it is. 30 seconds on this clock. Won't cause them all too many problems. They go for it again. Adam won't spray this time. Draken instead able to deny it. And we come into the 2-on-2. Kicksound's low, so this is fairly even. With the bomb out in the open, Adam will eventually fall, though. Of course, those boxes spammable, knowing that he's on 1 HP. There's not a lot more that Adam can do. He's done a fantastic job in this round. But now Draken's got to clutch it up. Bomb planted. Starting to aggress from jungle. Given their current positions, they seem to be pretty aware. And he'll make the noise. He'll fall away. No. Okay. He wants to have a crack at this. He's got no kit, so he hasn't got a lot of time here, but he's picked up the AK-47. Wants to try and find this opening pick. If he finds it in the next couple of seconds, I think he'll commit himself to this round. If he doesn't, then he might just fall away and save. Smoke on the bomb. Wants to take this first fight. Realizes, yeah, I've got no kit. I'm literally just throwing myself into death here. Does end up doing that anyway. Kakanito very, very quick to find that one. As Blue Jays make it 4. Yeah, just some crisp headshots. Nothing individually too crazy, but just some clean shots. Working out nicely for them. Danny playing super passive. Slamming away, made over. Kakanito. Through the smoke. Big kill from Adam. Kakanito. Taking one onto Draken, though. Of course, up against a very weak buy. Adam, yeah, just going to be spammed away. That's the problem. Cypher, big headshot. Will be traded right back, though. And a little bit of damage for a buy like that, but not going to be anything to brag about. Seven to 5 fully. Go here. Good chance for Blue Jays to make this a decent half. AK's out. Fully go here for the rest. Kakanito. Trying for something. Not going to come his way for now. Of course, a full stack over towards this B-bomb site. Not going to merit them anything so far. Bomb's been left behind. Blue Jays aren't going to be foolish enough to throw themselves at a site like this. They'll play this a hell of a lot slower. Clear their angles, get the information before they commit to anything. They are actually pressuring in towards B here, though, so they might walk into a little bit of a stack. Oh, big kill from Dobbo. But off of taking that contact, surely they take the bomb and they bring it elsewhere. There you go. Danny starting to work his way up into the palace. We'll see that it's empty. Bomb will start to rotate over. I don't think we'll see anything more here from Into the Breach. I think the plan is to try and go and retrieve that AK. Goes down, kicks down, potentially under pressure. Takes a dink, in fact. Needs to get out of there because they are going to be pushing him down. Bracken can't commit through that smoke, though, and Kickstan's job here is literally to just keep control of this AK. To be honest, he can very easily just throw it away, down into middle, stop him from getting it, but I think he wants the kills. That's why he's sticking around. Stylies. Seven to 6. We'll see this one get a little bit interesting for now. As of course a good chance here for the Blue Jays to make this one a decent half. They win this round, they're in a very, very good position to do so. AK's out all round, AWP in hand. Really, really slow stuff. As Blue Jays really do want to win this round. If they lose it, then likely we'll see a 9-6 half. They win it, they could even take things their way. Rusty working his way around. Oh no. He's leaving too early though, the bomb. Aggressing up toward B. Adam in a good position, but he's made noise. Throwing that nade as well. They should expect him to be close as this smoke starts to fade. Really does come down to timings here. Molly ready to be deployed. Goes deep. Perfect. We'll keep them at bay for now. Isolates those members as well. As they aggress. Expect them on the left-hand angle. Adam doing so much damage, to be honest, all things considered. He's done a very, very good job there. But Danny low on health. Won't matter because the rest of the teammates all still trapped over towards A. Doesn't even look like they're going to start this rotation to go for the retake. They know that A gets here towards the ramp. They know that he's going to try and cut him off as they try to fall away. A get even good for one there. Dobbo will trade it, but these rifles carried across into the next. They recognise the economy's weak. We'll go 7 to 7 into the breach. Won't have a huge amount to buy around this either. So Blue Jays in a great position to make this 8. Draken. Take out Danny. There we go. Nice quick shot. We'll carry that up into the next as well. So 7-7. Wasn't really expecting this to be as close as this when we saw the 6-1 scoreline. Blue Jays have really come back to life here, and I think it has come off of the back of a couple of things. Fantastic individuals. Some big moments from Kakanito and Styles especially, but also just the fact that Into the Breach's economy has really, really struggled. Being on that CT side. Two for masses. Not the best of buys, but certainly could be sufficient. 2 kits, a little bit of util to work with as well. Still that AWP on Draken. He's definitely slowed down a little bit. He was 11-1 earlier on in the game. Now 15-5. Big kill onto him as well. Kakanito catching him out. Spamming away. Dobbo in the smoke. He's dodging these bullets right now. Biding time as well for Striker to aggress. Big trade from Aid. But Dobbo spams him away. Another big kill from Dobbo. Kicks out. In the 1-on-3. I don't think he'll be able to do too much here. Of course, it's the final round of the half, so he's not going to save anything like that. He has a crack at it. Dobbo here with the yaw. Oh, this is his shot. Window of opportunity here. 40 seconds on this clock. 2v1. Kicksan's going to grab that bomb. And he's going to wrap all the way around to the A site. It all comes down to how quickly Adam and Rusty realize this as to whether or not he'll be able to get this bomb planted. Smoke over the top. I don't think that's actually smoked anything. It'll just land sort of mid-site somewhere. Okay. Not going to do him any major favors, but does make them think maybe it's a fake. Having to split up 1-1 in this situation. Adds complications to this as Kicksan starts to work his way out. Gets down onto the site, confirms that there's one on stairs. He'll commit to this plant. His best chance of getting this done is with the bomb down. And with no time left, has to commit to it. Swings wide for the headshot. Oh, this is so doable here for Kicksan. Flash over the top. He'll swing wide and take Adam. Oh my goodness, how has he made that happen? A 3v1 seemingly unwinnable. And he snatched it away. That is unreal. Decent start to the round for Blue Jays. Everything went south. A 3v1. It really comes off of the back of Dobbo needlessly aggressing here as well. They had a sightline on the bomb. He's got a little bit greedy. He's missed a key shot. And Kicksan's actually made it happen. That's got to be frustrating. That has got to be the most frustrating round. Maybe even of their tournament so far. USP's firing away. Important pistol round here for Into the Breach. Dropping a fair few important rounds in that first half. Styles dinked. Oh my goodness. Okay, Into the Breach have taken a lot of control here. And for Blue Jays playing retake, they haven't left themselves with a lot to actually do so. A single smoke and a kit. Already the bomb nearly halfway ticked. Big kill from Kakanito to try and work their way back into this. Glock up close though. Does have the advantage. But big whiffs from Rusty. And they're actually making this happen. Cypher and Adam 2 big kills. But the bomb being defused has to be denied. Adam able to stop it, slashing away with the knife. Kicksan gets back on it. Oh my goodness, it's not like this. Sniping him. Cypher actually denies the knife kill by connecting the shot through the smoke. I don't think they'll care. I think it's more about winning the round at that point, as that came far too close, especially with the kit in play. But Adam could have had a knife kill, could have had a little bit of extra money here. Big opening kills from Kakanito. Oh my goodness, not like this, not with the pistols. They've been so good at snatching away these rounds that they just don't have any equity in. Pistols clattering away, the rifles doing some damage. But oh my goodness, there's one in the smoke. Surely not. Kicksan pounces. And they're making this happen. Kickstand so crisp. Oh my. Okay, well, a 3K from him. Kakanito with a double, and that's going to wrap up the round. Blue Jays coming back into control here on their pick of Mirage. I was starting to question it. I was thinking, well, they picked into Mirage. This is supposed to be one of their better maps, and we're certainly not seeing it. But no, they are springing into life. Into the breach, looking to give their opponents a taste of their own medicine here. Akanito will deny Dobbo anything early, though. Tagged down very low, 16 points of health. So perhaps in a little bit of trouble if he does take another fight later in the round, but he's very quick. I wouldn't worry for Kakanito, of all people. I was saying the other day when I cover Blue Jays, Kakanito's one of those players that either goes to the moon or he can just kind of have a middle-of-the-road game. You never see him having bad games, really. It's not like an inconsistency where sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad, but sometimes he's good and sometimes he's insane. So far, we're seeing a pretty insane game. 18-12. He's finding all of his frags. Danny finds himself one more. Rusty, the only man with the AK, the hero rifle, trapped in the corner, and they'll bombard him with the utility. They know this molly hasn't spread. Big trade from Draken. Gives Rusty a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room. Oh, still being bombarded by the HEs, though. Tries to poke out on the head angle, and Danny doesn't care if only his head's showing. He'll tear it off regardless. Draken. Oh, another beautiful headshot. But the spams on the second won't connect. 8-10, Blue Jays. Now with a little bit of a buffer, a little bit of a lead here, and they should be able to make it one more. As into the breach, don't have any money. This will be a full eco from them. No one can afford to invest anything here. Draken actually buys himself a deagle. I thought he wouldn't invest there just so that he can have an AWP moving forward, but that's not the case. Found himself a couple of kills with the deagle in the last. Fancies his chances here as well. Draken does actually manage to find himself one with it. Refrag from Aid Kit. Kickstand. Oh my goodness. Coming in from behind. Should be able to marble down with the MP9. Runs out of bullets though. Has to swap to the USB. Play it like a pistol round. And oh, happily do that. 4 kills for him. Could have been a lot of money if he'd found all 4 with the SMG. Instead, 2 go to the USP. So not as much, but still solid stuff. A little replay of it. There you go. Nice headshot onto Dobbo to finish things off as well. (11-8), and a big swing round. Has to be a turning point here for Into the Breach. They want to try and get back into this. They'll certainly be in a bit of trouble if they don't win this one. It'll be 12-8. They won't have any money again. The Blue Jays will draw dangerously close to that finish line. Oh no, Kickstand. Oh, his positioning, his everything. I hadn't even realized he was on such a huge flank. Playing for the trigger discipline, gonna go for the knife. Knows where the second is. He'll swap out to the 8K and take another. And that is just pure BM. He doesn't need the money. He's got 7K. That is just ridiculous. Cypher will trade it out, but takes a lot of damage in the meantime. And that's it. They've got bomb control in mid. There's no way Into the Breach find their way back into this one. Cypher's got an impossible clutch to pull off. With the lowest HP on the server, 15 points of it. A single bullet from Danny. Even the low HP man will be the one to take him out. 12-8. Blue Jays getting it done. And I love that initiative from Kickstand. He's really, really coming to life here. And second round in a row as well that he's pushed all the way up from ramp with that MP9. and caught out either the top mid players in this round or last round. The B apps aggressors that wanted to try and backtrack and rotate back round to A with no control will punish them. Really, really punish them for not retaining that ramp control early. Going into this next round, it's Pistols again. Stacking up, wanting to play for the trades. No ramp control. Nade stack into window. Could have done a lot of damage if it had gone a little more to the right. But Kakanito will survive somehow out of not dying to the HEs. That molly that's been deployed. Cypher good for one before being traded. Styly's under a bit of fire as well. Takes one of his own, but has to drop back. These pistols could certainly be deadly. Headshot from the P250 or one to the torso with the Deagle could cause some problems. Danny thinking a body shot from Draken puts him out of commission. HG will come over. Oh, should have done more damage than that, especially with Draken on no Kevlar. Maybe that nade didn't quite land where he wanted it to. 3v3 regardless. Bams away though, Kakanito should be able to stop this. I don't think the round's massively in contention here. The fact they've been able to do as much damage as they have is pretty huge. And with Dobbo finding this kill, maybe it is. Bomb's still in top connector, so Kakanito with control of it. He starts to aggress. Playing a dangerous game though, as he's making a lot of noise. Rusty will find him. That felt very unnecessary for Kakanito. With 25 seconds left, Rusty can grab this bomb. It has to re-swing. Dobbo's on the angle into the breach of one, a full eco round. And BLUEJAYS this time are the ones that get complacent. They make the mistakes. They overphase. They're up against Pistols. Why are they taking these duels? Kakanito has control of the bomb. The fact that he's re-aggressed later in the round like that makes zero sense. And just leaving himself super exposed. Nade's raining over. Flick up from the AWP, won't connect. Adam with a big headshot. An advantage here for the T side again. Draken low on health. Big kill from Rusty. A-kit, the USB, not going to be able to get anything done either. And this is going pretty south here for BLUEJAYS. This scoreline could definitely tie up if they don't keep an eye on things. Not a lot of money in the bank. They're not finding any frags in this one either. Not doing them any favours. Styly's 5k. Looks like he's going to take some contacts here, perhaps. Yeah, being in windows, no place to save. Cypher will be able to take care of him. There it is. 12 to 10. BLUEJAYS in a bit of a predicament here. Stylies has got loads of money. If he'd have saved a rifle in the last, he could have actually dropped 2. Instead, his teammates can't really afford to invest all too much into this. So he'll go for a rifle of his own. He'll go for a rifle of his own. Everybody else with just those pistols. A big kill from Draken. Obviously, shouldn't be too much of a problem here for Into the Breach. They should be able to quite comfortably win this one. Oh, maybe I say that with a pinch of salt, though. Big kill from Kakanito. Stylies with the hero rifle in middle. Oh, no. Not like this. Doesn't matter if you're up against the pistol round. If the rifle's going to swing out and find 3, I don't know how they've let that happen. Draken Left in the 1-on-3, trying to make something happen here. Minute on this clock. He has got the bomb on his back. And I think he does have a go at this with the money behind them. Surely doesn't want to fall away and save. So many angles to clear. No real information other than the fact that there is one towards top mid. Aidkit just holding that pixel tight angle as soon as he spots Draken. He'll fall right off of this. He's only got a USP. Remember, these guys are on an eco. And there we go. Spots Draken. He'll fall away. Knows that he can't stick around and do any damage. So, off of the back of that Draken. Yeah, I think he is actually going to fall away and save at this point. Had a go at it on the basis that if he finds an opportunity, if someone's aggressed in the apartments or something like that, then he can get it done. But as soon as that contact's made, they're just going to rotate round to B. They know that he hasn't got time to backtrack. And that's going to secure the round. Smart stuff from Draken. Call it off. And Blue Jays to make it 13. I can't believe it. Styles goes absolutely huge. Big kill from Kakanito at the start as well. That support flash from CT into the ramp. Really does do them a lot of favours. (13 to 10). Oh no, team damage. A knife in the back onto Kakanito. Are they going for a round restart off of the back of that? That seems... okay. Can they do that? Fine. We'll see a round restart off of the back of that. I'm not sure if they've deliberately done that team damage because there's some kind of technical issue. Or if they are calling the round restart because they've done that team damage. That seems kind of mad, though. I feel like accidental team damage is your own problem. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Obviously, it's a round restart, but I think they're maybe discussing with the admins the rulings behind this. Because, as I say, if this is a case of them asking for a round restart just because they've accidentally done some team damage, I don't know if that's actually allowed. So I'm really not sure what happens here. There we go. Round will be restarted on the basis that obviously everyone's gone silent. If there are technical problems, then of course this pause justified. Technical pause here. We're into the breach, which is a weird one. There we go. Back in... No, okay, yeah, back into the action, Still says technical pause, but the time is ticking. 13 to 10, Blue Jays. Up against another bye here, but if they can get this done, they might just be able to close out their map pick. And it was looking pretty dire at the start. They were 6-1 down. From that point forward, they have looked fantastic, though. Taking 12 of the last 16 rounds. Good nade onto Danny. Cypher, that was that's pixel perfect. Kakanito spamming away. He does manage to find himself one back, though, so into the 4-on-4. Into the breach have read this quite well, though. Grouping up, headed over towards B. Blue Jays won't have necessarily heard any information, but knowing that things are quiet elsewhere does kind of lean towards, okay, maybe they could be in the B apartments. Maybe they are going for an execution here. And there it is. Stylies with a big opening, traded out by Dobbo. Kickstand starts to aggress forward. Dobbo still here to cause some problems. Kickstand, though, as soon as Rusty gets off the bomb, should be able to find him. Now, Draken realizes he's in a bit of a trouble with this AWP. Swings out wide, does manage to find Kickstand. 2v2, Kakanito in a perfect position, but Dobbo in an even better one to flank him. Swings out wide, knows AidKit should have an AWP, and he does. Reads it like a book. 11-13 into the breach for the big round. Dobbo even hitting the fast B hop through the murder hole there. I love it. Round 25. All of the money invested here for Blue Jays. Oh, Draken, that's a rough one. Molly not going to go where he wanted it to. Stylies on the jump spot. There we go. Make contact. Nadal rain in. Does a little bit of damage, not too much, but the MP9 could do more. No. Taken out. Kickstand flies through the smoke. Knows he needs to try and find a kill or two here to make this retake justifiable. And without it, they do not go in. AidKit will carry that AWP into the next. Had they have lost all their members in this round, we would probably see this scoreline tie up 13-13 on the basis they wouldn't have any money in the next. Saving an AWP and a couple of M4s means maybe we see a force up around it in the next, or maybe just a full eco with some teeth behind it. We did see Blue Jays win one of those a little bit earlier, where they just had sort of some pistols, and then they had Kicksan on. Was it Kicksan or was it Stylies? I think maybe it was Stylies with just an M4 found himself a 3K. Or was it Kicksan? No, I think it was Kicksan. I think it was Kicksan with the M4, the big 3K. 13-12. Map so far couldn't really be closer. And a good chance for Into the Breach to tie things up. As I said before, there is not a lot of money on this CT side. Danny only with an MP9 as well. Kicksan and Stylies realistically can't buy into this. Everyone's at the 2K mark, so if they don't invest anything here, they can go for a buy in the next. Just treat this as an eco with some bonus weapons that you saved in the last. There it is. Danny should be getting aggressive here towards mid or underpass. There it is. MP9 pushing all the way through. Rusty flying out. Dobbo holding under. Only good for one. MP9 trades him out. Rusty looking to try and catch him as he fades away. Danny with the AK-47 though. AidKit putting the AWP to good use. Rusty needs to win this duel, and he doesn't. Danny, better for the headshot. "4v2. This is going horribly wrong for Into the Breach. They will have money to go for another buy in the next regardless, but oh my goodness, what a shot from AidKit. Tagged down to 5 HP, the reaction lightning quick. Draken, good for one, but surely not the 1v4. Bomb is back again this time. Shouldn't be allowed to fall away, not with Kakanito's position. He'll hear him stepping, and he'll walk in parallel. As Draken tries to fall away, Kakanito will take him out. Should be able to grab this AWP as well. Come on, they want it. AidKit hasn't got one. Oh no, okay, Danny's found one. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need a secondary. In fact, don't want a secondary. And this is how things start. Danny just finding that nice opening. AidKit putting that AWP to good use as well. As soon as Danny finds that first kill, he's able to pick up that M4. Not the M4, sorry, the AK. There's the super quick shot from AidKit. And yeah, it feels like positioning just is what wins them that round Into the Breach. Giving them a lot of one-for-one gunfights. Not even necessarily one-for-ones, just 1v-X's, just isolating themselves. Rusty, a good example of it. Dobbo as well, and Underpass just not able to trade off of each other. Made over from Danny. Does do a little bit of damage. Gives away his position though. Draken tries to spam him, won't connect. And they start to fall off. Looks like this will be a later hit towards the B site with Rusty aggressing up here from the apartments. Clears out Underpass, confirms there's no one lingering. Aid kit though. Kind of been all over the place with this AWP. Last round he was playing towards the CT spawn, this time in the B apartments. And good for the opening pick on Rusty. Incendiary goes down, buys him a bit of space, fires off the shot, doesn't connect. Now under a lot of pressure as Cypher charging him down, but Styly's here to support. In the get-right position, head spotted, Aidkit will connect onto it. Dobbo eventually trades out Styly's, but Aidkit still here, still doing damage. Eventually falls, but he's bought more than enough time for the rotates to come in. Kakanito with a good spray. Leaves it all onto Dobbo in the 1-on-3. He's had a fantastic game. 22-18, now 22-19, as Blue Jays will put themselves on to map points here. 15-12. In a good position for them to be in. Three chances to close this one out, and oh my goodness, I really overestimated the buy here for Into the Breach. They had a fair bit of money in these last few rounds. I thought they might have something to work with in this one. That's just not the case at all. 4 Deagles, a Mac 10. They've really let this map slip. This was looking like theirs for the taking. They've had so many opportunities, not just with the one-sided start to the first half, but also here in the second half. They've had plenty of opportunities. They've been against low buys, things like that. Good chances to take the lead and pull this one ahead. This is going to be such a frustrating way to start off the series because they've been absolutely crushed in round number 29. 16-12. Blue Jays will take it over the top. Perfect stuff. And that's going to conclude things for our first map of, well, not the day, but the first map of this series. Blue Jays taking their pick of Mirage, definitely looking a lot better in the later stages of that first half, and certainly in the second. Plenty of awesome rounds where they're getting it done with pistols, plenty of individual prowess as well. Kakanito was fantastic. Kicksand, Styly's really coming to life. To be honest, all 5 playing very well, and their positioning and the flanks and everything just really outplaying Into the Breach in so many scenarios. We're going to be going to a short 10-minute break, folks. When we return, we'll be back with the second map of this series. Of course, it's Into the Breach's map pick and a chance for them to bite back. So we'll see if this one goes 2-0 or if it goes to a third. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment.
Stuck ranking up? Lost the motivation to grind? Bored of clicking heads on aim maps? Get some color into your game. Bitskins.com. Buying and selling skins made easy. Tons of payment methods and instant cash outs. Just choose your dream skins, select your preferred payment method, and start grinding again. If you want to play like the pros, you gotta look like the pros.
Win up to $1 million with your CSGO esports predictions. Simply guess the kill scores of the 10 players in a CSGO match. The more you guess correctly, the bigger the prize. You'll need at least 2 correct predictions to win a prize. Guess all 10 correct and win $1 million. Experience the exciting new way to add a little prosperity when watching esports tournaments. And register now to receive a free entry ticket upon sign-up. Predict kills, win millions, prosper.
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
Welcome back, everybody. We just saw an absolutely crazy first map, to be perfectly honest. Blue Jays pick. They were looking really weak on it at the start. It very much looked like we could see a bit of a one-sided start in Into the Breach's favor. And then that just wasn't the case. We ended up going back on ourselves. It was an 8-7 half in Blue Jays' way. Considering it started off 6-1, kind of crazy that that's how it turned out. And then, yeah, they were really, really solid on that second half as well. We're going to be jumping into the second map of this series. It is, of course, Inferno. It's Into the Breach's pick, means they have to start off on their CT side, though. USP's tapping away. Dobbo with a big kill. Cypher as well coming through. And Into the Breach looking a little bit better to kick things off here. They have been good with their pistol rounds, so I think that's kind of one silver lining. He's in hand here for Stylies, but with a 2-man disadvantage. What can they try and do with this? Minute left on this clock. They have stacked up on the right bomb site, but as Cypher throws himself at this one, he'll keep him busy and he'll also confirm that the CTs are there. So the bomb will comfortably work its way around onto the A-bomb site, realize it's completely empty. The C4 will go down, retake hot on their heels, and with only a 1-man disadvantage, definitely doable, especially with Stylies tanked up with the Kevlar and these dual Berettas. Rusty's Glock up close here toward the apartments. Danny creeping up through short. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Kicksat. Surely not like this. Draken from behind. Oh my goodness. fires off the shots, and they're just all missing. Stylies with another. They find Rusty. They know exactly where Draken is. Kicks out on the bomb. I don't know if he's got time. It's going to come really, really close if he does. Oh, he doesn't have it. Oh, that's such a shame. If they ever kit there, it could have meant everything. They find all 5 kills regardless. But that is rough. That is a rough, rough way to start off the game. A pistol round that couldn't have come closer, though. And to be honest, one hell of a retake from the Blue Jays. All things considered, I mean, they needed to just get it done a second quicker. Bit of early damage. Adam actually dinked right down. Nade in response. Deals a little bit back. Mag 7 doesn't have the time to pull the trigger as the Mag 10 just charges him. Dobbo, big headshot. Kakanito starts to work his way around. Oh my goodness, so much damage being dealt. How have they not found a kill yet? Kakanito falls. This is ridiculous. As Draken, the only man with health, gets taken out. Danny, don't save. Oh, he doesn't realize how low they all are. A HE on the site can finish this one off into the breach. Oh, damn lucky. What a ridiculous round. It'll be a second on the board for Into the Breach. The fact that they're able to get away with 4 members here as well is just insane. All having to fall away right to the bottom of second mid as well, just to be far enough away to secure their lives, secure that it will carry across into this next one. Of course, the other big factor here is the fact that the bomb radius have changed. Bomb radiuses have changed here on Inferno, so some of these teams not going to be completely familiar with where is safe and where isn't in these scenarios. Made over the top. Good bit of damage onto Rusty. Only pistols again to work with here, though, for the Blue Jays. Danny with a bit of a hero rifle. We saw 1 or 2 rounds over on Mirage where this kind of configuration really works out well for them. Nade to rain over the top. Full execute here onto the B-bomb site. 1:10 on the clock, and the CT's desperate to defend, but with only 2 members there. 3 on the flank already. Cypher low on health with a Mac 10. Might get caught out here if they check this corner. Oh no, Danny only soft clears it. Cypher now upgrades to an M4. They don't know he's low either, otherwise they'd just be throwing themselves at him for the trade. Now he's got support. Knowing there's got to be more here on the flank. There's no way there was only the single member with the M4 coming in from behind. Draken will aggress with that SMG. Wants to try and farm the cash, and he does nicely. Kicks it. Oh, that's a shame. Could have been a free kill for him. Wanted the knife kill instead for some reason. For some reason. Adam's turned around. I don't know for what reason. But he has. Spidey senses have kicked in. And round number 4 brings some weapons here for Blue Jays, finally. A full buy will come out without any problems. Last time we saw them on an investment, saw a couple of FAMASs. They came unbelievably close. They were left with 4 enemies that were all in the red, all below 20 HP. And to be honest, it is down to the fact that the FAMASs just don't pack the same kind of punch. You can hit people for a 91 in 4, things like that. Two-man advantage here, though, early for Into the Breach. Their banana control has been fantastic. Stack up from Blue Jays onto the A-bomb site. If Into the Breach could see what we could see, they'd just be running onto B right now. It's completely empty. With the bomb in the apartments, though, they are somewhat committed here to A. And they are going to have a crack at it. I'd be surprised if they fall off. They're coming into this, walking into a three-man stack. A chance for the CTs to make this happen. Bomb now out on the site. They have to commit to this. Galil sprays away. Messi onto Kakanito as he falls. And they fall away from this. Bit of a shame. Blue Jays had actually made the read perfect. And going 2 for 1 on the execution isn't bad at all. But as soon as they lose control of that site, don't fancy their chances on the retakes. They'll fall away. It will go 4-0 here for Into the Breach. Definitely looking a lot better on their map pick of Inferno. And it begs the question. Had they have found more there on their opponent's pick of Mirage, had they have been able to close out some of those important swing rounds, would we be in a very different position right here? Round 5, Into the Breach coming into this one with another buy, but somewhat weaker than their opponents. No AWP available on Rusty. What a flick from AidKit. Tags Cypher right down low, and he hits the leg, but gets him down to 17. AidKit. Oh, okay. Instinct kicks in there for a second or two. Styly's underneath with the MP9, about to be met with a nasty surprise. Maybe an early Christmas present. As one comes into his angle, bought a bit of space by Kakanito. Perfect flash from AidKit. Oh, that's just brilliant. Styly's almost good for 2. Traded right back out. Draken left in the 1-on-3. A much better round here from the Blue Jays. There it is, first on the board. And that AWP, of course, put to good use. They'll carry it across into this next as well. Happy days for them, up against another buy from Into the Breach. Of course, no bonus in play this time round, no Galil. AKs all around. Kakanito spamming away, Dobbo. It does get taken out. Cypher starting to aggress up. Oh, he's looking the wrong way. Kakanito. Just perfect. Timing's everything. And it's always going his way. Stylies, whilst he will fall, the molly deployed before he dies. So Rusty will burn to the flames after taking a lot of damage from that duel. Reckon pulling numbers back. To be huge here if Kixan can take out Adam. Again, it just comes down to timing. Kixan checks his backside. Adam, why have you got your knife out? Okay. Well, there goes the opportunity to clear out the B bomb site. And give a freebie for this C4 to come around and be planted. A 1v2, 20 seconds on this clock. Draken with the AWP in hand. Cypher could drop him another one in the next if he doesn't make something happen here. He really committed himself to the plant. The second he throws himself on this site and goes for the plant, that's it. There's no turning back. The spams, of course, through. Okay, Kickstand doesn't connect. He'll wait for his teammate to get into position. They know just how deadly Draken can be. They do not want to be taking any chances. Kickstand. Here on the angle, Danny with a good Molotov. Forces Draken right out. Now over towards Dark. Another Molotov in hand as well that could come in on his position. It does. Draken realizes there's not a lot he can do here. It's a masterful flick onto Danny. Having to jump up onto those boxes, but taken out regardless. And 4-2, Blue Jays put a second down on the board. And another really, really solid round. Starlies. Good molly. Dobbo does actually manage to slip right through it, but means he's not a threat to him just yet. Aid kit on the angle. Shouldn't miss this shot. It's over the top. Not going to force off aid kit. That flash certainly will, though. As he gets out of there, they'll take short control. Spams through the smoke. Kakanito, perfect. Laser beam lines up with Draken. Of course, he's not on an ult this time around, but still a player that has tons of impact. Not an ideal start here for Into the Breach. With 30 seconds left on this clock as well, they are really running out of time. Kakanito just between the two sites, really unsure whether to rotate. He has committed himself to the B site, but realizes it's a fake. Starts to fall away quickly. Ace get called upon to find these frags, and he does. Doesn't even seem like Kakanito's flank is, or his rotates even needed. The flank from Danny about to come through, but they've got bomb control. Into the Breach already calling this one off. Styley's hunting. They haven't got a huge amount of cash, and yeah, every weapon that they lose is going to be costly. It will go 4-3. Blue Jays looking solid right now. No real money here for Into the Breach either, and with Cypher and Rusty not getting that bonus cash in the last, they're kind of lucky. They're the two players that could actually justify saving in this scenario because the money's still even. You can sort of brush it off. Cypher, big opening headshot. Very important time to find it as well. One of those two hero rifles in play. He does get dinked down early, but big stamp, big kill, brings things back into the 4-on-4. Rusty, oh man, not going their way. Rifle still retrieved here for Into the Breach, so a chance that they could pull something back. But with the bomb down, surely not here for Into the Breach. They will still have money in the next, but a far from ideal situation. He'd get connecting a couple of nice shots. And I think at this point, Into the Breach realise there's no real chance of the round, especially after taking those 2 casualties. But Adam's going to have a crack at it anyway. Nothing really to lose. They'll be on AKs in the next regardless. And there it is. 4-4. Draken with a chance to go for an AWP in this next. I think he probably will. Remember, folks, Bitskins, our partners, of course, got P2P trading now live, so you can trade with real people. Do go and check them out. There's a banner down below. 4-4, scoreline tied up. And Blue Jays looking good here, considering the fact that they're a map up, and this is their opponent's pick. Rifles will come out. Kit starts to work his way up. He's been a real problem with this AWP, as he's got support from Danny as well. Hard clear in this angle. Pre-aimed, pre-fired. Adam taken out. Kit able to reaggress. Cypher gone as well. And Blue Jays, it was a little bit of a slow start for them, but now they've got a real grasp and a real solid read on how their opponents like to play these situations. And it's really, really solid. Knowing that Into the Breach's default, they like to put 1 or 2 players over towards Banana, just to take that Banana control, get up to Car, sell a bit of a fake with some util, regardless of whether they're committing to B or not. So Blue Jays kind of biting back, throwing some of their own utility and actually taking control of Banana. Very, very powerful stuff. Kickstand. Oh, they're clearing him, but Dobbo, no! Finds the kill, but also takes out his teammate. For a moment there, that was a 3-on-3, but certainly short-lived. Draken left in the 1-on-3. Of course not going to be going for this. Blue Jays will take the lead for the first time this map. Draken saves that AWP into the next, but with no money behind it, they are kind of forced to buy around him here. Yeah, you can see Danny so aware, so ready to take this duel. Look at this from Dobbo. Oh, that's such a shame. Rusty, why are you peeking into him like that? That's such a breakdown of communication there. And as Into the Breach start losing control of the map, at least they've got the loss bonus going their way. Draken, of course, with this hero AWP in this one. Teammate's going to buy some pistols around him, so they have got something to work with. But if they don't win this one, okay, Draken will have enough to go for somewhat of a buy in the next. We certainly won't have another sniper. Dobbo taken out early. Good early prod from Stylies. Now need to reel it in a little bit. Don't want to be exposing yourself to Draken's AWP. And to be honest, everyone else on these pistols still incredibly deadly. I talked before about the fact that Rusty can be a real nuisance when he's got a Desert Eagle in hand. We didn't see it too much in the first map, but we've seen it plenty of times in the past. Previous matches for Into the Breach back in his Gamer Legion days as well. Grenades will rain over. Flashbang slows him down a little bit. Aid kit on this angle. Bit of an awkward angle to hold with an AWP, to be honest. But still ready to take contact. The flash comes over the top. He'll tuck himself away. Don't know whether he's heard Draken's scope or not, but certainly anticipates the fact that he can't really re-peek into this without support util. Does confirm that they're there. Won't be able to connect the shot onto Cypher, but now they're ready for this wrap around towards the B site. Bomb working its way through. 2 rifles here defending. One towards backside, one towards the coffins. With not a lot of time left on this clock, they're just going to deploy their util and try and bide it. Kickstand, only good for one. Dink onto Adam, but now an M4 retrieved. Danny being spammed through, but there's surely no time. Just needs to deny the plant. Don't go for that kill. Take out Rusty. Doesn't matter. He hasn't got time for it. If they can kill him after time, it'd be huge. But it's okay. Rusty will stay alive. He'll carry this M4 across into the next. Who will be able to buy with the rest of his team in this one. Draken, as I said before, 3,600. He'll have enough to buy something, but it certainly won't be a sniper. As Blue Jays make it 6th. Far from ideal. It's not an amazing round from Blue Jays, but it's a good one. They win it regardless. They keep 3 players alive as well. Comes super close, but... Round 11. Kakanito. His position as well, so dangerous if they don't check him here in Boiler. Kakanito doing a whole load of damage through the smoke. Ixan here as well. Hits another dink, but Dobbo goes huge. 2 massive entries. Now they've got long control. They entertain the idea of wrapping around. Stylies comes to life. Danny realizes that he's pressured in from both angles, and he needs to be very, very careful. But with a fast flank from Stylies towards Banana. Rusty making first contact. He's low. Danny able to swing out and take out both of the low HP members. Stylies aggressing. Cypher. Oh, teasing the idea of checking behind, but not quite committing to it. Stylies unable to deny the plant. Adam with a big headshot. They know exactly where Stylies is. If he'd have peeked out just an inch wider, would have been able to kill the planter at the very least. Goes back to deploy this smoke. Him and aid kit. Definitely going to have a go at this one. They've got money in the bank. Damage done onto Draken, but Stylies knows that Adam's still here towards CT, maybe towards the coffin. He's low on health, taps the bomb, swings back out. Adam here needs to jiggle it, swings out wide, and despite being on 17 HP, Stylies cannot connect it. Adam with a massive clutch and a massive round. 3 kills for the man. The one calling the shots and the one that's putting up the frags here as well. Dobbo, I mean, that's an unbelievable entry. To find that second as well. Just unreal. And Stylies here. Yeah, finds that kill. Look how close he is. Look how close he is to denying the plant. As soon as he confirms that it's not being planted coffins, he thinks it's being planted much, much further to the left and doesn't want to commit to the swing. If only he'd known, he'd be kicking himself. Kakanito spamming through the banana smoke. Won't connect anything for now. Get on the sniper again. Flashed off the angle. Oh, he's in trouble. He's got no help either. Dobbo again causing the masses of problems here towards long. Kicksan is able to trade it, so crisis averted for now. Danny's hearing a whole lot of info here towards Banana, though. And they're not going to check it. Kicksan good for 2. The longer Danny just stays tucked, the more chance he's got of closing this one out. And there it is. Swings out wide. Good for 2. Oh, that's perfect. Uses Kicksan as a bit of bait if they don't find the kill onto him. Or, in fact, if either into the breach kill him early, or Kicksan's just not there, then yeah, 100% they check sandbags, but their attention's diverted away. Just the pistols here for Into the Breach. Blue Jays should be able to make this 8. And they've got a good opportunity of making this a double-digit half. 9 at least. The way things have been going. Cypher making a hell of a lot of noise with this Tech 9 as well. Kicksan doesn't want to swing and spray through the smoke just yet. But in a moment, I think he will. There we go. Molly down. He can now isolate Cypher. Jumps up on top of the sandbag. Spots the head. Rusty good for 1. He's got that hero AK. Bit of swap out as he's low HP. Deagle in hand. Dobbo will take rifling duties. He's been pretty fantastic this half. At least in the last couple of rounds he has been. Really solid at winning those opening duels. Kicksan. Smoke deployed. Good timing on it. Less than a minute on this clock. He goes for a spam here. Might be good for something. Oh, they're going to go for a boost. Big Sam doesn't get the timing to spot it, but isn't going to be exposed to it either. Just back towards the coffins. Every second that passes is a second that he can retreat a little bit further, play this one a little more passive, a little deeper. Oh, good timing on the peak, but Dobbo instantly able to trade it. That rifle going into his hands does him a lot of favors. Rotates coming in. It'll be a retake here, but no utility for the T side. The CTs are absolutely stacked with it, and the rifles. Dobbo, an important kill for him to take, and he doesn't. Danny hits the headshot on the slow peak. Stylies clearing out ruins. Will finish Draken, who's low on health with the Desert Eagle. And Adam left in the 1-on-3. He's been fantastic in clutch scenarios so far. A lot of damage onto the banana player. Sprays away. A lot of damage onto the second as well. Finishes off the orb and Stylies. 9 HP. Ooh, gets it done with a USP. That comes way too close for comfort. Look at this again. Just a couple of nice opening kills. One tap from Dobbo there. Didn't realize he got it done with one bullet. An 8-5. AWP's out again. A-kit, Draken. Oh, okay. Doesn't get taken out as he crosses. Draken could have found the opening advantage there. This would have been a huge round for it as well. Of course, they've got the max loss bonus, but Into the Breach really been struggling with their economy in these last few. Charlie's on the angle, Into the Breach. Looking for control here again towards the A site. They've not been pressuring Banana at all, but they do know it's clear. They've not been any major util from the other side. Stuff again. 45 seconds on this clock. They group up over towards the B-bomb site. Once again, it's only Danny hit to defend. As soon as he takes contact, though, Incendiary will go down. And it'll isolate Adam. They either have to run through this or leave him on his own. And Danny's able to take him out. No problems at all. Smoke will go down. Nade in as well. Do a good amount of damage. Rotates coming through. Kicks down here. Sprays away through the edges of it. Two-man advantage. Surely no chance for them to cross here. In fact, it's only a 1. Didn't realise Dobbo was so low. Now the two-man advantage. Sprays through the smoke. Dobbo almost lines up to both of them. But kicks out. Just rifles out again here for Into the Breach. They go into the final round of the half. Blue Jays, I like this configuration. Dump all the util. Leave Danny to defend. B's doing a fantastic job of it. Give him all the nades to work with. Need to be careful though. They're right up close to him. Kicks down a fall instead. They think it's now clear. Danny aggressed all the way up. It was one onto Dobbo, but Adam's all the way up. Danny dying in the Molotov. Kakanito there to stop Adam before he gets a deeper position. Cypher creeps up. Kakanito flash through the smoke. 8 will find Rusty with the molly, but Cypher and Draken bite right back. Stylies left in the 1-on-2. Final round of the half. This is for double digits. Far more important for Into the Breach to take this one their way than the opposite. As they start to aggress, Styley's only good for one, trading out a 9-6 half into the breach, recover it a little bit towards the end there. Could have been far more one-sided, could have been a 10-5, even an 11-4. But they've done a good job. Nine to 6. A quick timeout there before we gone underway into the second half. But here we go. We're into the action. An important round for Into the Breach to be taking if they want to try and swing this one back their way. Of course, they're a map down in the series.
Security leader birds, just feathers and bones.
They do favour their CT side here on Inferno, and they've been fantastic with their pistol rounds, but the Glock dinking down Cypher. Tapping away Rusty, dinked as well. The CT is so low, and Cypher has to fall away from this one. Danny finishing off Rusty, C4 will be planted. He starts to aggress Aid Kit with another headshot. This round surely done. Adam trying to creep his way behind enemy lines. It's not going to happen. Dobbo falls as well. And Draken, nothing really to lose here. And 10 to 6. Blue Jays putting themselves in a very good position here. Double digits. A solid chance to swing this one their way. A forced buy from Into the Breach as well. A risky play. I mean, it's kind of what they have to go for here. But if they lose it, Blue Jays could be looking at 12. And that's where things start to get exciting. Dobbo behind the wall. Nades raining over. They won't go on his position just yet. Now they certainly do. Oh my goodness. Bombarded with them. An airstrike lands right on him. Bomb will work its way elsewhere into the breach. And a massive stack here towards the B site. As things go quiet, they'll rotate over. But Cypher's in a hell of a lot of trouble. Teammate support still a few seconds away. And the T's are right on the other side of this smoke. Seems like Into the Breach will be able to get into position before things get too complicated. And actually, with Blue Jays taking more of a slow approach here towards A, it's now a 5-man stack. They're in for a bit of a nasty surprise. 40 seconds on this clock. Draken's Deagle needed to get egged there, and it doesn't. All of that util damage earlier on means that the CTs are so low on health. As the T's continue to aggress, kicks down with a big opening. Flashbang's perfect. Adam forced to the back of the site. Rusty good for one. Nice headshot, but Danny trades it as he pressures him down. Draken 1v4. Not a lot to save, but not a lot to gain from going for this. As the C4 will eventually go down. Only 9 seconds to spare. They do cut that one fine, but of course they have plenty of opportunity to go for it. And Draken just looking for some exits here by the looks of things. Not too interested in throwing himself at this, losing this Desert Eagle. They're going to be on a full eco in the next. So Deagle and Kevlar is something that's valuable. If he can grab a rifle on an exit, that'd be fantastic. But if he doesn't, he'll shrug it off. Not the end of the world. There we go. 11 to 6. Force Buy not paying off for Into the Breach. Draken not even able to save across that Deagle either. Oh, that's rough. He'll have 2,800 though. So plus the loss bonus in the next of 2,900. He will have enough to go for an AWP in their buy round if he wants it. Being on their CT side, I'm almost certain he'll opt for it. We'll have to wait and see though. Round number 18 could certainly come with some surprises, some mysteries. As Into the Breach have been pretty good with the pistols. We didn't see it too much in the last round, but here again, a stack over towards the B-bomb site. Bomb left towards T-ramp. Aggression here towards Banana. Aid kit sent in first with the MAC-10. The one man with the SMG, knowing that they're up against a full eco here. He died in the last, so fancies his chances at trying to rack up some cash. Kakanito will fall, but Aid kit has a field day. Finds himself 3. Paid off that MAC-10 and made profit from it. He's sitting on $1,800 just from the kill bonuses right now. Won't be too much of an issue either, because he can go and retrieve the fallen rifle too. That AK from Kakanito. So as long as they don't take any more casualties, all they'll lose from this one is a MAC-10. Styly's sticking on it. I can hear in ruins. Aid kit. Pretty aware, pretty sure there is another one lingering somewhere. Adam caught out, caught off guard. Draken's still alive. Starts to aggress off of the bomb being planted. Will avoid the MAC-10 at the very least. So if he takes a fight, it's likely to be with a rifle. No, Aid kit still clearing out all of these angles. USP doesn't connect. Aid kit makes it a 4K. Look how much money he's got right now. $8,000. He'll upgrade into the AK. Drop it over to Kakanito. More than likely, he'll buy an AWP in this round to try and fight with Draken, who was an absolute beast in the first map, but not outputting that same kind of performance here on Inferno. Still playing very well, don't get me wrong. He's not having a bad map. Joint top of the scoreboard for his team alongside Adam, which is actually a bit of a crazy one. Bear in mind, he's the man calling the shots to be outputting the most damage as well on the team. Definitely shows that either he's having a great game or his teammates are a little bit slow here on Inferno. Oh my goodness, look at that nade damage. That's beautiful. Even if they don't commit to the B site here, they've done a lot of damage, made these retaking members very vulnerable. If they do go for the A rotation later in the round, applied so much pressure as well. They've drawn these rotates in. Kakanito spots one in CT. A little bit of information gained. Nades bite back, but certainly aren't going to deal as much damage as they were sent their way at the start of this one. Rusty boosted up. If Danny goes for a swing here, might get caught off guard by it, surely. Doesn't peek into this dry, not without a flashbang from his teammate, and he's not really in a position to throw one. Smoking too long, we'll confirm that Danny's here towards Boiler. He'd get boosted up with his sniper as well, waiting for some kind of re-aggression here towards Banana. It all comes down to where they get that pick. They die on A, they'll funnel into this B site. They find a couple of good jewels here on A, then they've still got time to bring this bomb back. And as things have gone quiet, rotates come over, the bomb will start to work its way back to the A site. This is smart. They do not like how quiet this has been. And with the late CT smoke, it's perfect. Into the breach. Going to be kept busy for even a few more seconds here. 3 players still on this B bomb site. Flash is coming over the top. The fake still being sold here by Kicksan as the bomb's worked its way all the way into the apartments. Rusty on the site. Danny finding a big kill on the Cypher. So important as he finds another. Doubling down with the Galil up against the rifles. Big headshots converted. And there we go, hard save call. Not only is the retake not massively viable, especially with the round count and the economic situation, but also the fact that they took as much damage as they did from the nades early. Adam can't throw himself at a retake with 11 HP. Dobbo on 46 as well. It's just an impossible situation. AWP on Draken. Aid kit with him. Flash to get Draken off of this angle into the breach, of course, with a full buy around those 3 save weapons in the last. Getting aggressive, though. Oh, my goodness. That was dangerous. Stayed on that angle a second longer if Danny was a second quicker for that peak. Could have been AWP gone and potentially round over. Oh, my goodness. What a crunch. Blink and you miss it. 3 players gone. Aid kit left with the AWP in the 1-on-5, and it's not going to happen. 13-7 into the breach, back into the picture, but still plenty of cash here for the T side and enough to go for another investment. Remember, folks, BitSkins are partners here for the event. If you do want to go and check them out, banner down below. They've got peer-to-peer trading live, so you can trade with a real person. Definitely worth heading over to. If you're looking to buy, sell, or trade skins. Round number 21. AWPs out on either side. Kixan actually with this sniper instead of Aid Kit this time around. Presumably spawn-based. Yeah, look at this spawn. He's blown all the way up B already. Now under a bit of pressure, though. And random pot shot through the smokes from Adam will take him out. Beautiful headshot. Six-round lead can deplete very quickly. And oh my goodness, the AWP of all places has been blown up on top of the railing. They can't retrieve it. They can go for a boost a little bit later in the round, but such a dangerous game. Aid Kit wants it. They start to reaggress. Oh my goodness. All the rotations have come off. Things have gone quiet. They think it's going to be an A execution. Head over the top. Ooh, nice kill from Adam. Working his way up. Big headshot. As they find another onto Dobbo. Draken's here in CT. Rusty on a massive flank. He's there with his teammate as well. Big kill from Draken to divert the attention away. And that's going to be round over surely as Rusty finds one more. Aid Kit tries to swing back and would have had a better chance there, to be honest. I mean, not knowing that they're both behind, but trying to get into ruins. Take a new approach to that. Even wrap around to the A site. If you could see what we could see, that would have been the play. But swinging back wide into it, trying to catch him off guard, bring it into a one-on-one. In the heat of the moment, that's the decision. That's the call that's made. Blue Jays, quick tactical pause. First one that they've had to use this game as well, because they've been pretty in control of this one. They've not needed any breaks. They've not needed any time to talk things over. Five-round lead, 13-8. Buy up here for the CT side. An investment from Blue Jays as well. Pretty much everything that they can afford to invest into this one. An interesting buy, though, to be fair, because Kickstan's gone for a Mac 10 when he could have afforded a Galil. Could have even gone for an AK without the util, but wanted that full belt of it. He'd get down to a Desert Eagle, keeping 1200 again. He could have gone for a Galil or something else. Wants to keep a little bit of extra money for the AWP in the future rounds, so maybe not favouring their chances of winning this one all too heavily as Styles takes first contact. Balls to Rusty's rifle. Cypher up close as well, not having to show himself. Puts him at a major advantage here as Kickzam still approaches with caution. As that one-way smoke's deployed, a secondary comes in to stop them from coming out at all. I'm surprised they actually throw that secondary smoke. I'd have thought that Cypher would have wanted them to try and play around that one-way because it's not a one-way for him. He's up on the balcony. It's only a one-way for any players in pit or on site. Suppose it does mean he can't have all too much support, though. Aid Kit already out middle, not really contesting short or long too much here. Adam, he's in the peaks through the smokes. The flashes rain over. Can't stick around at this angle all too long. Start to spam through it as the flash comes over. He'll commit to a swing. Dobbo here to support him as well from the archway. Kickstand aggressing up short. AK good for one, but that's all we'll see in the round. Into the breach onto 9. Blue Jays down to no cash. Has to be a full eco here. As into the breach, should be able to push themselves onto double digits, of course. A monstrously important round for them to win. Just up against these pistols. Great opportunity, of course, to swing this their way. Rusty. Up close, they get with the Glock. Taken out. Incendiary to be deployed as well. Danny. Getting toasty toes, will fall off a bit. Akanito forced right back as well. Of course, just with these pistols, really not a whole lot to bring into this one. The Stylie swings wide. Rusty will take him out into the breach. These are feel-good frags, right? It's just up against an eco, but it's... yeah, filling them with a little bit of confidence. They've had a bit of a rough map so far. They've had a very rough map so far. Kids working their way up middle. I mean, considering they don't have a lot to work with here, Blue Jays have actually managed to buy themselves a lot of space. I don't think it's going to merit them anything in the round. Certainly not a bomb plant. There we go. Single kill is all we'll see. As the scoreline goes 13-10 into the breach. Looking pretty solid here. And another tactical pause for Blue Jays before they go for another investment. Wanting to talk things over. Thirteen to 10. Important round for Blue Jays to take here. Otherwise, we could see this scoreline tie up. And things, of course, become complicated. Need to rein in. Molly's deployed the other way as well. Dobbo. Attack down early from the HGs elsewhere. Oh, good opening from Draken though. Free frag through the smoke from Kakanito. Does take out Adam. But Draken's AWP still alive and kicking. He's been a beast with it. Kakanito starting to aggress. Knew that one was low just a moment ago. Bravo. Pulling in, aid kit here. Need to rain over the top. As Kicksound starts to fly his way in. A 4v4, an important position. And oh, okay. Rusty on the boost. Gets taken out. Dobbo able to trade, but Danny bites right back. And in the 2 versus 3, things get complicated. The Draken. Cypher working his way forward. Ollie in, might force out Danny. Oh my goodness, he's under a lot of trouble. Not a lot of time on this bomb. Has to commit to the defuse. Kakanito, no! His job's just to deny it. A-Kit now has to stop this plant. The guy's so low, just spam with a Glock and stop him. There it is, 14 to 10. Blue Jays make it happen. Everybody dying to the bomb. But who cares? Who cares? Blue Jays able to convert it. Throw themselves over the finish line. Big Sam. Spamming away with the Mac 10. He's able to finish him off, though. The man advantage here. Of course, another buy for Into the Breach. But if they lose this one, their opponents are on map and series point to qualify through. Danny with another big headshot has been spotted. Dobbo needs to bite back, and he does. Kicks down low on health as well. This could be the closer here for the series. It's been two very, very close maps. And I really do feel like even if Into the Breach do lose in this situation, they've got a very good chance of getting their way out of that 2-2 position. As I say, it's all happy endings here today. You know, the last couple of days I've been doing the elimination matches, and it's been sad to say goodbye to teams. Here, we might be saying congratulations to Blue Jays. And good luck in the next to Into the Breach. Especially with Stylies finding that opening kill. They'll be able to get onto this A-bomb site. It's got to be a save here for Adam and Dobbo. No way they throw themselves back at this. But it means Blue Jays will be on to 15. 5 map points, 5 series points, 5 qualification points to close this one out and bag themselves a spot in the playoffs. Absolutely deserve. This team are fantastic. And I really love the fact, I mean, they've been around forever. They've been a team, they've been a roster for a very, very long time. And I really, really like the fact that they've come to life in the last sort of 6 months to a year. They've really breached from being a sort of ranging around the 100 mark, top 150 in the world kind of thing, to actually being a really, really solid roster. And about a year ago, breaching their way into the sort of top 50 mark, then actually their peak being the top 30. They hit top 30 in February earlier on this year. And from that point, they've just been fantastic, right? I'm really, really impressed with this roster, and I think they're absolutely deserving of a playoff spot like this, and I'd be very excited to see how far they can make it moving into the playoffs. 15 to 10. 5 chances to close this one out. Into the Breach, of course, with another bye here. So, opportunity for them to bite back. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. It all comes down to what kind of damage they can output. Draken going for the early shot. Won't connect. Blue Jays don't want to stick around to see what an AWP bullet tastes like, though. They'll fall right off of that one. Just trying to apply pressure everywhere. Look how much map control they've taken with the deep smokes, the early presence. Banana still questioned here. Adam still deploying util, worried that there's someone here. Apartments control gain, second mid control. They'll be able to get themselves out of brackets here too. No one's holding it. Draken a little bit deeper on long towards the archway. The smoke will rain over the top. He's forced right off of his angle. It has to go back or in front, and he's right in front of it. Super exposed. Flashbang, perfect. But he finds it while blinded. Doesn't need to see. Such an important time for a little bit of luck to go his way. Knows his timings as well. Kakanito taken out. Adam on a flank. Oh, that's huge. Big kill. Catches A-Kid off guard. Stylies. Oh, wow. Okay, Rusty. Good one way. We'll make it 11 here for Into the Breach. And, well, something aligns for them. That's really, really solid stuff. 15 to 11. Not a lot of money here for Blue Jays, and they do need to be careful. They need to manage this economy properly. Otherwise, they could certainly be in trouble. They don't have much of a loss bonus, 2,400. So they could afford a couple of pistols here. They are going to call a tactical pause, though, because they're trying to calculate this one, right? If they go for a buy here, they'll have 2,900 in the next. Into the breach will be on 15-12. They'll have to drop down to an eco. It will go 15-13. Then they can go for another buy. If they lose that, then it goes 15-14, and they don't have money. They only have 3,400. So they cannot force it. However, if they go for a half buy up in the next, 15-12. If they then lose that, eco in the follow-up, it'll be the $3,400 loss bonus. It'll only be 15-13. They'll be able to buy up and have 2 cracks at this, 2 proper buys. So absolutely the call here to, just go for the half investment. Come into this with the pistols. Adam on the angle. Cypher takes out the first onto Styles. Big transfer from Adam. Tagged down painfully low, but gets away with the kills. Aid kit in the 1-on-5. Hits a nice headshot onto Cypher and a chance to do some more damage here as Rusty's incredibly low. So Adam. Aid kit creeping his way up with the bomb. If he finds his kill onto Rusty, he should be able to get a plant. Should hard clear in there. It is. Headshot hit regardless. Bomb goes down. Round not really in contention. I don't expect him to pull this off. If he does, it'd be incredible. Especially with Adam low, it's doable. Still unlikely. Whips his way close to this smoke. Flash going to come over the top here from short, surely, and they'll want to try and aggress through this. Draken not going to peek this one dry. A kit. Oh my goodness. All right. Unbelievable amounts of damage, to be fair. For an eco round, a bomb plant, and 3 kills. It's all on A kit there. He's found himself all 4 of those things. But, yeah, not bad at all. 15-12 into the breach. Now have to do it again against a buy-up. And considering they were farmed by the P250 there, maybe a little bit of worry coming their way. Almost feel bad for Aid yet that he couldn't pull that one off. If he got the timing, could have tried to walk through the smoke, go for something a little bit clever. He's coming over. Cypher forced right back by the molly. Oh my goodness, what a flash. Kakanito takes a lot of damage. Seriously messy spray, but does get away with it. Dobbo able to swing and trade, and it doesn't go back the other way. How did they not find that? Not expecting him to commit to that. Danny works his way forward. Back and patient as ever here towards short. Sniper in hand. 4v4 situation, of course. Comes over the top. Cypher. M4 on the other side of it. Creeps through. Kicks down. Gonna find that kill all day long. And plays like that. The hero might just cost them in a round like this. Draken goes huge, though. The hero of this one. Akit. Called upon in a clutch again. This time has the opportunity to pick himself up an AWP. 2 versus 1. Bomb down. Has information on one of the remaining players. Doesn't know where the other is. If he assumes they're playing together, then he'll know they're both long. Clearing out mid, yeah, they're both long. They're both long. You should anticipate this at this point. AWP in hand, his favoured weapon. Bomb tapped. swings wide. Rusty's on a brilliant angle. And into the breach, will be able to make it 13. A bomb plant and 3 kills coming through does mean more money here for the T side. So actually an opportunity for them to go for another buy, and I think they probably will. But a lot of work to be done. That was a very close round, and to be honest, it's Draken's heroics there that take it over the top. That first shot connected. And this little two-piece with another one and a Tech 9 spam. They almost needed to just throw themselves at him after he killed that first player. Here we go. Buy coming out for the second time. Rifles out. 2 Galils. Nades over the top. Adam with the incendiary smoked off. They'll gain the banana control for now. Good nade stack as well. Kicksan spam right down low. He was expecting a boost to come over the top. That's not the case. And into the breach off of that contact. They're just going to stack up Dobbo. They're going to go for the 2-man rotation and just give Dobbo all the util. No, okay. That's not the case at all. Now the execute coming in over towards the A site. No kills found just yet, but Kicksan incredibly low as they entry through this molly. Draken should have heard the sound cues. Does he know that they're already up long, though? They're under a lot of pressure here, and Cypher only entertaining the 2 angles, starting to wrap around toward B. They'll hear the steps and making loads of noise on the rotate. Dobbo coming up. It all comes down to timing. Kakanito looking the wrong way. Second man here to trade. No, Rusty takes him out. Oh, my goodness. It's millisecond timing that loses them this one, or at least loses them those opening jewels. The round still could come together here. As Styles finds an all-important kill, swaps out to the AWP. Dobbo on the rotation, tag down low. Cypher here in pit, needs to play his life. As Rusty swings out, finds Kicksan, he's a low HP player. Cypher so tunnel visioned on staying alive, hasn't realized Aid Kit's crept his way all the way up, but with 9 seconds left, has to go for this bomb plant. No time to die here. Styles with a big shot. 2 versus 2. This is for the series. This is for qualification into the playoffs. The AWP trapped at the bottom of the site. Aid Kit here on short with a rifle. Only a single flashbang here for Styles. The same for Into the Breach. 1 flash on Adam. Diffuse kits on both, so a longer fuse here to play with. Still not a lot. So much pressure to get this done. The T-side not giving them anything. Aidkit playing this so patiently. Doesn't get the timing, but Styles hits the shot. And Aidkit swings out at the perfect moment. Adam falls. That was all going into the breach's way in that one. And they let it slip in the final moments of that round. Heroics from Styles. Heroics from Aidkit. As we've seen plenty of times in this series, it's going to conclude it 2-0. I don't think that scoreline does it justice. Massive commiserations to Into the Breach, but huge congratulations to Blue Jays, who get it done in a beautiful, beautiful fashion. Woo! Well deserved. That was an awesome match from them. That's going to conclude things. They're going to jump into the playoffs with a 3-1 tally, a 3-1 score in the Swiss stage. And unfortunately, we'll see Into the Breach go down to the 2-2, where they can still fight. We don't know who